This video is going to quickly go through how to remove files and directory with Unix commands. Okay, so first of all I would like to make sure where I am, and so for this we use the pwd command, print the working directory, the current directory I'm in. And if I do this, it tells me I'm in Scratch user, my username, and then a directory called calculation, which is the directory I would like to be in. To check what's in the directory, I can use the listing command, ls, and this shows me that there are 4 calculation directories, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a file called data_new.txt and a file called data_old.txt. And I would now like to remove the data_old.txt file. To do this, I'm going to use the remove command, which is rm, short for remove, and then I'm going to give it the name of the text file I would like to remove, rm data-old.txt. If I press enter, it did something. If I now use the ls command, it shows me that the data_old text file has disappeared and has been deleted. Now there needs to be a word of caution. There is no trash bin on Unix or Linux systems. If you delete a file, it is gone. So there's no reversal of this. So the remove command has to be handled very, very carefully, and you have to make really sure that the file you are deleting is really a file you need or would like to delete. So you have to make sure what you're doing. There's one way of making remove check and ask you if you're sure, and I'm going to show that to you by now removing the data_new.txt file. Again, I use the rm command, but I'm adding a -i flag to the remove command. And if I now do data_new.txt, it will actually ask me if I would like to remove the regular file data_new.txt, and I have to tell it yes or no to do so. So if I now do yes and press enter, it will show me that the data_new.txt file has now also been removed. Now what happens, so that we've removed some files now, what happens if I try and remove a directory? So let's try the remove command, rm, on the calculation 4 directory. So calculation 4. Let's see what happens. Okay, so now it's actually giving me an error, and that is because it is a directory, and it is because the directory is not empty as well. So we actually have to tell the remove command that we would like to remove the directory and its contents. And so we have to give it an extra flag to do that. So we use the rm command and then use the -r flag. And that's telling the remove command that you would like to remove the directory and its contents recursively. And so if I then do calculation 4, it will now remove this directory and its contents. So that's why the remove command is rather, you need to be careful with that, because if you do this, it will basically remove the directory and everything that's in it. And it will not ask you unless you make it so. So if I now try the ls command again, it now shows me that the calculation 4 directory has been removed or deleted. And I would like to stress again that this is not reversible. Once you have deleted something, it is gone and you will not be able to retrieve it. So getting into the habit of using DRM -i and then calculation 3, for example, and I need the -r option as well. And it's now actually asking me if I want to do this, and if I say no, and do my ls again, my calculation directory, 3 calculation directory, and its contents will still be there. So using the -i option is actually a very good habit, and will actually prevent you from deleting files or directories and their contents that you don't actually want to delete.